bundled up. Jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
But tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
A second down throw from Levis.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Third and short. It's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, these two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. Breaks the tackle now, Allen. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
You look at this Packers defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Back to throw. Britton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. On the return is Pettis. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week.
Touchdown, Packers!
Christian Watson.
Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
To throw on second down, Britton. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Madden, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Madden, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
They'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal.
From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. An audible here to get a new look. They're going to try and throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
At the 21-yard line.
On first down, Madden. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers are able to add on to that lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down.
You look at this Packers defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Looking to throw. Britton. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
By the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Levis now on 2nd down.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9. Rager, the man in motion.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This one complete to Yoshivas.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25.
Throwing to start the drive. Britton. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
2nd and 9.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 40-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Britton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander, who shoves him off at the 20.
And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Off the play fake, Levis. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Here's 3rd and 9.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On 3rd down, Britton. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
On 4th down, Britton.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on 1st down, Britton.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Sullivan. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And this one is right down the middle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Pettis now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
2nd down, here's Levis.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Off the play fake. Britton. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And now an audible here into something else.
Barkley, toss play left. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On the draw, it's Nwangu. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They run the counter. Madden. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Levis on 3rd down.
Going for the deep ball. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers have opened the lead up to 30. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And got his man complete. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Packers have got it on cruise control. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
To throw on 3rd down. Britton working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 1st down, Britton. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
47-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Off play action. Britton. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw. Britton. And this one's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On 2nd down now, Madden. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
111 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Levis to throw off play action.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Levis.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Levis out of the gun on 3rd down.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Levis throwing for it on 4th.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Back to the air on second down. Britton. And that's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Off the play fake. Britton.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 30 yards.
And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
They go play action. Here's Levis.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
2nd and 10. Here's Levis.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
On 1st down, Levis.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Levis under pressure, and they got to him again. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Here we go. 4th down. Levis.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wound.
And that's caught at the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. On 1st and 10, Britton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Barkley will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Barkley again.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to 24. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Pettis now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the...
That's caught inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown This thing is ugly.
Carlson on for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Vikings 17. Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Britton had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
And now here's another interception. Oh, some strong running. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.